Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow down 22 right now. NASDAQ's off 6. S&Ps are off $1. Gold contract down $12.40, trading at $1,292 an ounce. Silver off 5 pennies at $20.41 an ounce. Platinum down $14 at $1,468 an ounce. Oil, light sweet crude off $1.13 at 101.99 a barrel. Bonds, we have the 10-year down 12 ticks, trading out at 125.01. 30 years off 22 ticks at 137.28. King dollar, she's up 50 ticks at 80.96. You get the euro flat at 134, and the yen is up 35, trading out at 101.83. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We've hit 1991.39. And right now you're at 1987. We'll see where this shakes out. If you could close out at 1985.59. Under that level, that'd be a really sweet failure, folks, because you'd have, that was the level from the July 3rd area, okay? I suspect that's what we're going to have, but we'll see where this shakes out in the last hour of trading out here. NASDAQ Composite. Now, we got some really nice action out here. NASDAQ Composite, what the Composite did is this. The Composite gets to a price point of 4485. That 4485.49 came right into the high that was generated on July 3rd. It's just an absolute mind blower, folks, that when you're even dealing with large numbers, they can get so close. Volume-wise, it's not even going to come close. You know, we'll see whether it can stay tucked underneath this 4485. I do expect that it's going to. Right now, the market in general hasn't been able to hold the pricing points out here today. The Dow Industrials, that trying to get into the high, couldn't handle it. That got to 17,111. We're at 17,068. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. You know, last night we were talking about if you want to see a classic test, that classic test we were on before the market closed yesterday was the Qualcomm deal. Qualcomm, folks, was out there testing the 81.66 level, coming right into the close. It ended up closing with 81.60. Couldn't handle it. Guess what? Blown apart today. This is a classic, no doubt. Now, in that context, you can't bust it up. What's it going to do? It's going to bust it down. And where's it going to bust it to? Right now, we're at 75.94. That 70.98 is wide open. And that's the January 29th swing point. The volume's getting blown out of this in an extraordinary way. What we have right now is 30 million shares. So in the matter of 5.5 hours right now, this has come back 6 months in price. The way this is set up, however, is that this is set up for an extraordinary run down to the $66 level. You know, we'll see how that shakes and bakes, but that is how it is set up at this particular point. Now, if we go over to the biotechs, okay, we were talking about the biotechs also, and this was a classic, okay? So Gilead last night had come out with numbers. And when Gilead had come out with numbers, folks, bottom line, numbers were dynamite, right? I mean, they stopped trading the stock, numbers were dynamite. After they opened the stock back up, the stock couldn't move. That in itself was saying that, oh, guess what? You can't move, you can't go up, what's going to happen? You're going to go down. Bottom line, Gilead is flat this morning, which is 8% of the IBB. But what we had Celgene. Celgene, bottom line, was coming out with the numbers this morning. As soon as Celgene came out, numbers are still fine, but Celgene couldn't handle price. She's going south with some volume. And the key with the Index 100 has been that the NASDAQ Biotech Index is what has driven it up and, in fact, driving it down. You know, understanding what the weighting structure is inside the Index 100, folks, is absolutely crucial when you're trading the NASDAQ futures the Qs, and this is why. You had Qualcomm last night. Qualcomm is a larger weighting structure inside the NDX 100 because it's a modified weighting structure. Well, this morning, you still had the NDX futures up, and in fact, Qualcomm was trading down 4. It's like, ooh, this is nice. I like this, okay? That wasn't even counting that you had the two separate biotechs getting smoked, okay? ILMN, Illumina, that's down $9.50 with volume. That was testing the high, couldn't handle it, and CELG. You know, so that's something that you want to stay attuned to at all times if, in fact, you're trading at NDX 100. There's a few separate, like the small cap, the Russell 2000, there's not a lot of large weights inside that, so you can't do it, meaning take 3 or 4 different stocks like you can with the IBB. What you can do, although, is the XLE, the energy sector. You can do the same with the energy sector, the Energy Select. That's trading at 100 right now. And my point is that with that, you have the same type of structure inside of it. And that structure inside of it, meaning the weighting structure of the XLE, inside of that, you have ExxonMobil that's 15%, and you have Chevron that's 12.9%. So you're talking about 27% right off the bat. That makes it a lot easier, folks. Risk versus reward as to where you think that indice may go. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's get over and we take a look at that gold market. Gold right now is down $12. What do we have? We did 159,000 contracts. Let's take a look at this baby. It's going to get interesting. We're coming into the 19th, which had 238,000 contracts. We broke the swing point of 1292.60. That has 176,000 contracts. So what you have is this. You broke a swing. You're still on lighter volume. You're going into much heavier volume. That, to me, is still saying that, oh, this even gets better. So watch this. Let's see. 1346. So you got 46, 56, 54. Oh, this gets interesting. So 54. So if you just did not an ABC structure, meaning with volume characteristics, you just did a price structure, price projection, A to B equals C to D, which is different, by the way. In that aspect, you're dealing with just about where we are. Did I say 57? Hold on one second. 46, 56, 54. 54 will get you 1273. And 1276 is the breakout area. That's going to be interesting. So we'll see whether we hit that 1276.20 tomorrow. You hit it with lighter volume, particularly on a Friday, folks. It's going to be really interesting because Friday is when they can smoke the gold market. The equities themselves, they're holding up really well. Bond market. Let's go take a look at bonds. Bonds out here down this morning. Let's see where they're hitting bonds. You have the 10-year off 14 ticks right now at 124.31, and she's got light volume. 1 million contracts going against 1.5 million, not even close. Bonds still want higher price. We take a look at the 30-year bond. We have with the 30-year right now. She is doing 269,000 contracts, and that baby is backing down with 269. Check it out, going into 413. Big number. Bonds continue to want higher price. The yield right now today on the 10-year is 2.511. We take 877-927-6648. And, folks, if you'd like to test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, the way you do it, come over to our website at TFNN. Go to newsletters. Go to trading newsletters. Market Insights can test drive it 2 weeks absolutely free. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there. We're coming right back with our man, Mr. Andy Heck. Dow right now down 9. Nasdaq's off 3. S&P's are flat. We'll be right back.